Taph sucks, and honestly, I would say he's probably the worst survivor of the game, besides two-time. I'll be going over my reasons, why he sucks, and possibly how to fix him, alongside some examples. Alright, the first reason why Taph is so horrible is because, well, everything he has can be easily countered by any good competent killer. By the way, you should know that Taph can be countered by basically every killer, and before that, let's just go on general reasons why he sucks. The first and foremost reason why he sucks is getting hit by a strip is barely punishing. He only has slowness 2 for 4 seconds. Compared to SUCKS, who can do it ranged, he gives slowness 2 for 3 seconds. 1 less second. I mean, look how far you can do it from. Compared to SUCKS, he lacks range. Now what about the cooldown? He also has a longer cooldown of 25 seconds, while SUCKS is only 20. Keep in mind, Taph's cooldown only ticks down after you place the trip mine. Alright, so we know why his trip sucks. Now what about his subspace mine? It barely does anything in chase. Just look. Shit's ass. Not only that, you can hit it to negate the effect, and it's only just a pink hue on your screen. You don't get slowed, you can use every ability, it's useless. Like, Unstoppable Eye is also the exact same thing almost as the subspace effect. Alright, that's speedrun. Let's see how many killer abilities can counter his kit. John's Corrupt Energy activates the mine. You can use Entanglement to pop the mine and get a speed boost. You can just use Mass Infection on the mine. You can use Corrupt Energy to hit the mine. You can walk Speed Overdrive on the mine, which might not seem good, but could be useful in some situations. Same thing for the Tripwire. You can use Corrupt Energy to break the trip mine, which takes some RG and get a speed boost. You can use Entanglement on the trip mine to get a speed boost. Keep in mind you can only do the sides. You can Mass Infection the Tripwire. You can pierce through the enemy and Tripwire with Jason. You can't behead the Tripwire though, unfortunately. It doesn't reach. You can Raging Pace the Tripwire to have no slowness after activating it. These are the main reasons Taph is horrible. He simply gets outclassed, he has lower HP, and SUCKS is just doing the same thing but better. His trip mine has the same cooldown as a Shaletsky stun. The same cooldown. Would you rather have an actual good stun or a useless trip mine that does nothing? Whatever though, I'm going to show you him actually working out in game. Because in public lobbies he's not bad, but then after that, I'll show you good kill, which you just counter all of your traps. So yeah, here's a compilation of killers running into all my traps and being pretty bad. Now some clips of Taph being useless against good killers. well, I talked about how bad Taph is, but how do we fix him? So first, I would like to suggest some changes. The first change will have these two together. One, his tripwire cooldown ticks down while placing it. As you see, it doesn't go down until I finalize it and place it. It will go down while placing. Two, his subspace trip mine will have 90 seconds of lifespan instead of that weak 35, so it's actually viable stacking them up. And then a third one would potentially 100 HP or 95 HP instead of 90. Alright, for my second idea, I just say remove the ability to hit a trip mine to negate the effects. I think it should always be like this. Or they can make it so the trip mine has maybe 5-second more of a cooldown, but the purplish effect on your screen is an extra 4 seconds. Something like that. His kit just needs a buff because, well, everything he has is just outclassed by other stuff. My last idea for now would be to make the tripwires invisible when you're farther away. And they will only appear when, say, you're at 10 studs or closer. Alright, let me give you an example. Let me place a tripwire. So, say I place a tripwire here. Like, if I'm over here, it is completely invisible as the killer. But as soon as I go into its range, I can then see it. So I can react and hit it. This would be the same thing for the subspace. And the ticking effect that happens so you can see it would only happen every 15 seconds instead of like the 7 or so. Alright, hopefully you enjoy the video and the suggestions. Taph is right now pretty bad in the state of the game. I mean, he's a support with low HP and a pretty useless kit for supporting your team. He can't do anything on the fly, and he's just anchored to one spot half the map, and he'll maybe go between spots. So, yeah. What Taph needs is just a better spot in the current meta, I say. You know, Taph basically just has Dussakar's slowness with this trip, except, you know, it's stationary. And then he also has Bilderman's slowness with the subspace trip mine, but it also like kind of sucks and it's way worse than, you know, one hit and it's over. So yeah, Taph is just basically Dustakar and Bilderman in one if they had an inbred child, but the inbred child was like a little autistic, and it just sucked. All right, you know, I don't know that, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned because there will be a Taph tips and tricks video alongside maybe a chance video coming up soon. So later, and if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Peace out, y'all.